Welcome back to OTB 104.5 ESPN here on this Tuesday. And right now, we are joined, as we are every week, by the head man from LSU football, talking about Coach Ed Orgeron. Coach O, what's going on, man? Thanks for waking up with us.
Good morning, guys. Great to be on the show.
Coach, you have made Jake Hester a very happy man. In the age of the spread offense, not only did y'all just set a single-game rushing record, but you did it, for all intents and purposes, with a fullback. We talked about it yesterday, but Jack Mashburn has been so critical, in our view, to this running game. What can you say about what Mashburn's brought to the table the last couple of weeks?
Toughness, very smart, very competitive young man. You know, he played, as you guys know, he played quarterback at St. Paul, but he's gotten here, he's got bigger, he's gotten stronger. He's an excellent young man, excellent Tiger.
And so when you watch the film, I mean, his ability to add to that rushing attack, it's been so huge, especially on those counter plays. And in the postgame, Coach Ty Davis-Price actually thanked Jack Marucci in terms of kind of helping to inform this game plan a little bit. What role did Jack play in helping to put it all together?
Jack does a lot of analytics for us. He is constantly working. Man, we're on the plane. Jack's working. His mind is always going about getting better at football, and he figured out the best formations that we have been running the football, the ways to run the football that have been successful for us, and he showed it to Ty Davis-Price, and he showed it to the offensive coordinator.
And look, it looks like y'all definitely started to nail that stuff on Saturday, obviously, with the record. And the craziest part to me, Coach, is the offensive line just looked better. Like sure, the scheme was better, putting them in better positions, but like Ed Ingram looked like Ed Ingram again, and Marlon Martinez really stepped up at right guard. What was behind that improvement from the O-line?
You know, T-Bob, I saw it in practice. I mean, there's 2 weeks now we have been making cut-ups of the offensive line, knocking the defensive line off the ball. And I showed it to the team. They're making tremendous progress. Brad Davis has done a tremendous job. He stuck to the process. It took a while for his players to learn his system, but now you can see the results. And our guys are playing with confidence. They're running. I think Ty Davis-Price is running with confidence. But as you said, having Mashburn as the tight end / fullback has helped our run game.
And, Coach, speaking of Ty Davis-Price, look, I know he's had some big moments in his LSU career. We can go back to 2019 against Florida. But the last couple of weeks, I've seen a different running style from him. I mean, he has always been a bigger back, but now he's running behind his pads. And when he gets into the secondary, he's looking for contact. Like he wants to hit a safety like he did against Florida, and that's been a little different the last 2 weeks. Yeah,
it sure has. And it's helped our football team. The physicality in which he runs and which he's blocking is helped our football team, and that's that type of style.
Hey, Coach, real quick, I want to go back to the offensive line because during training camp and when we would have conversations with you, you know, you had some guys miss some time. They were nicked up, couldn't be there all together. Do you think this is also a part of them playing together a couple of weeks in a row now, and you're starting to see a better chemistry?
No doubt. You know that the offensive line, T-Bob, you know that. You got to be together. You got to make your calls together. You got your combination blocks. You know, you working your combination block. Ed Ingram was pulling, was very good. I think the gap play, the counter gap play, is the best play that we ran, and Florida wasn't ready for it, obviously.
Did y'all highlight the first touchdown where Ingram killed that guy on the edge after Mashburn set it up?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. That was great, man. And you know, we want to be physical, and finally we got the physicality back to our team.
And now, Coach, 3 in a row against Florida. Music to our ears. Oof, you gotta love it. What about on the other side of the ball, defensively? A guy that I was highly critical of last year was Damone Clark, and it seems like this year under Blake Baker's tutelage and Jonte Jones, it seems like he has really come into his own. I mean, 11 tackles a game right now. He obviously gets a huge play with the pick to kind of seal it at the end, though I love the O-line finishing it off as well. But, like, what can you say about what you've seen out of Damone Clark this season?
I've seen this young man work. Again, I'll tell you, on Saturday or Sunday, you can come down here. Damone Clark is here. He's working on his hands. He's working on his hip flexibility. He's doing something to get better. We had a meeting, he and I. He says, Coach, what do I need to get better at? 2 things. You need to get better at the point of attack using your hands, and you need to get better in man-to-man coverage. And guess what? He's gotten better at it.
And then another guy that just went off on Saturday, Coach, B.J. Ojulari. I think it was Cody Worsham that tweeted this out. He had like 9 tackles, like second. Oh, yeah, so he had 9 tackles, 9 pressures, 5 hurries, 3 QB hits, 2 TFLs, 1 sack, a pass breakup. He's second in the SEC in pressures and sacks. What is the ceiling on someone like Ojulari?
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming to his own right now. I got to give some credit to Andre Carter. His coaching him does the same position Andre Carter played. Had 80 and a half sacks in the NFL. He and BJ have a great relationship. But I'll tell you something about BJ Ojulari. He comes to work every day. All he says is yes, sir, and gets after it. I've never seen him not come to work with a great attitude and go hard as he can every day.
Hey, Coach, somebody else on the defensive line that we highlighted yesterday that I don't feel like is getting the love he deserves is Jaquelin Roy. I think he is somebody over the last, really, when you look back at the end of last year and certainly in this year, look at the game, look at the last play of the game, he gets the pressure there. He just kind of goes into the wind quietly and doesn't really make a fuss, but this is a primetime player.
Yes, he has it. And he shows NFL talent. And I mean, I have what we call up and under the movie. Great fans. Yeah, outstanding player.
Talking to Coach Ed Orgeron here on Off the Bench. We may have lost you, Coach. We'll see. I'll just ask questions, see what happens. Let's move on to Ole Miss then this weekend. I know these scouting reports start long ago in the offseason. What are y'all seeing on film? What do Lane Kiffin, Ole Miss, what kind of problems do they present?
Matt Corral.
Yeah.
He's one of the best players. He's one of the best players in the country, and they go so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they ran 105 plays last week. So we have to be ready to get lined up. He knows how to run the football, and the same runs that we were used to. The gap plays, the power plays, the lead plays, the zone lead plays. But he'll catch you. You don't play the run. He wants to get shots down the field. But the Arkansas game, we looked at it this morning, watched the TV copy, what a offense to the face.
And you mentioned Matt Corral. I know you addressed this in yesterday's presser, but you think it's kind of a smoke screen that they're putting out there saying, like, oh, I don't know if he's going to play or not Saturday?
I know my buddy. That's probably and being all fairness, I know Matt. I know he's hurt, but the competitor that Lane is, we're planning on him.
Coach Ed Orgeron, head coach, LSU football coach. You broke up there a little bit at the end. We will let you go. Competition Tuesday coming up today. Thank you so much, Coach. Have a great day.
Go Titans.
Yes, sir. There we go, Coach O. I like that. So what do you say? I know my buddy. Talking about Lane? Yeah. He ain't buying it. He ain't buying what Lane's trying to put down there in the media. And it is true. I mean, it was, I was looking at some Ole Miss beat writers and others that follow this team. They're like, Lane never really talks about injuries, so there is something a little stinky here that you go from not ever talking about injuries to then being like, I don't know if he's going to play. He's really hurting today. No, that's
walking the training room. He was real sore. He had some things hooked up to him. I just don't know.
Yeah, exactly. All of a sudden, you're being so forthcoming with this information. All right, when we get back, we'll wrap up hour number 1. Keep it locked right here on Off the Bench, 104.5 ESPN.